it's Jenny from Makeup Cleaning and Cats. So, Nivea Lip Balm, tiny amount of progress this time. There's still no pan on the blush from Besame Cosmetics. There was progress on the sunscreen though. This is the Centella Madagascar blah blah blah. And then I managed to finish this shade, which was, what was I saying? Which was what? Which was actually this blush repressed into here. So yeah, I still have a bunch more, but I really like it. I'm actually wearing it today. The reason why I was able to get through all that much is because I wore it for work and also for weekend stuff. So for work, I pretty much just use it on my lid, and then for like weekend stuff, like I would put it down here or even all the way up here, but this time I just did it down here. So I really like this. I think I'm actually going to continue including this in the project pan. I feel like it'll take forever to hit pan, but yeah, I really like it. I don't really use this as a blush, so I think this is going to be reclassified as an eyeshadow for the next makeup inventory. So these lip products, I want to use one of them once a month, and I used all of them, but it was all just playing around at home. So just kidding, I did wear this out into the world. I've been trying to figure out this liquid lipstick because it transfers and it's kind of annoying. When I played around with it, I used it on my eyes as eyeshadow, but I was kind of scared, so I removed it right away. But then I was like, what if I mix red and black? Would I get brown if I mix these two? And I did. So I feel less bad about getting rid of this. I did use this 2 more times as eyeshadow. Once I think I was just at home, and the second time I did wear it for choir. I don't think I'm gonna do it again though, because it has like a slight minty scent. And sometimes when I would get a whiff of the mint, my eye would water, or like it would just kind of, I could feel the mintiness, you know what I mean? So whatever, I have other dark brown eyeshadows that are fine. So I think this will probably be decluttered by the end of the year. And because I'm adding another lip product into the project pan, I'm not going to include these in the project pan. Okay, so I'm going to add in this e.l.f. powder. The reason why I was able to hit pan on this is because I was using it on my bangs whenever they got greasy. And even in the mornings I do that. So yeah, I've been going hard on it here and my forehead, but I've also been using it on my face a little bit. And I got that tip from a video from Kelly Gooch. I don't remember which one it was, but I will try to link it. Let me mark this if I can see. Then I'm also adding this foundation. This is the only one that I have. I've struggled with this, but I found a way to use it. This is like a 3 or 4 months difference. So the monthly progress is going to be much less, but I still wanted to include it. Okay, so next up is deck of panning. So I added these 2 for the prompt affordable. These were from a Wet n Wild eyeshadow that was like $5. I really like them. I did wear them. This one I wore twice. This one at least twice too. I didn't really keep track very well. And then I ended up adding 2 more eyeshadow for my rotation, which was this one that was a Franken eyeshadow, and then this blush that I reclassified as eyeshadow from ColourPop. And yeah, the last 2 eyeshadows were very hard to reach for. I'll probably declutter this by the end of the year. I've repressed it so many times and it's just very hard and it's just kind of annoying to reach for, so I'm just not going to do that. This one I try to use it as like an everyday work eyeshadow after I finish the one from here. Well, you know, this one. But this is just much lighter, and with my glasses you can't really see it at all. And yeah, this is chopping block, but not officially decluttered either. For the indie prompt, I chose another Besame Cosmetics blush. So I moved it into a lip balm container, and then it didn't work out because it was basically all the way up here. So there wasn't really much to work with, so I moved it back. So now it looks like this. So technically I did not finish that much. It's just that it's all moved to one side. I had this little cotton swab in there, but I just dropped on the floor, so I need to get a new one. But anyway, I'm wearing it on my lips right now. I did wear this as blush, but it just looks better on the lips. So this is another product that's going to be in the long-term project pan as well. For the prompt copycat, I chose this Moon Dust eyeshadow. Wore this for my birthday party. I like even use it as highlighter. I kind of went all out with this. I'm warming up to it, but it's still not my fave. The second time I wore it for a concert, and that just kind of tapped it on top of this one, and then I had red eyeshadow at the bottom, which I really liked that look. And I probably wore it a couple more times, but maybe it was just the 2 times. And I think it was on like 2-3 times. Same thing, I wore it to my birthday party that my family threw me. And yeah, I think I wore these separately. It was like 2-3 times and 2-3 times. I don't even know if I took pictures. So, and then for impulse buy, I put in this lip gloss that I bought just because it was cute. I guess it has gone down, not in a month obviously, but anyway, that's good. This lives in my purse, so I do wear it here and there. So for nail polish, I just wore 2. So I wore Simple Colors in Pink Forever, which it was in the other video. I can't open the sticker, but I think the name was Iconic. But anyway, this is Revlon. I like Color Space and Top Coat. I think I used the black nail polish on my husband, but I can't remember if it was the previous month. Yeah, so that's it for Project Pan. So this month I had a bunch of empties. Like, they didn't even fit in my regular bag. So I think I'm gonna separate it by category and then more or less when I finish them. Maybe I should do this on the floor though. Okay, so for makeup, I'm gonna count this as a half empty. Basically I was cleaning out the gunk around this and I broke the brush, and I tried using another brush and it didn't quite work out, so I ended up buying another liner. And then for mascara, it passed the 6 months. It still has product, but I'm also counting this as an empty. I am counting this as a full empty. There's still stuff in it, but I would get flakies at the end of the day, so yeah. Skincare, I finished this Propolis Light Ampule from CosRx. This was really good. Yeah, this was really nice. I probably will buy the full size of this. It was just really hydrating and I really do miss this. And then next up was the CeraVe cleanser that I actually use as a body wash because I got a rash on my lids and here. So yeah, that's how I use this one up. I'm not gonna buy it again, obviously. Next up is the low pH niacinamide micellar cleansing water from CosRx. So this is nice. This one was in my room, so whenever I didn't want to walk to the bathroom, I just used this one. I think I'm gonna keep the container, but I'm gonna see if I can just live with just one micellar water in the bathroom. But this one is actually easy to refill, unlike the Bioderma one. Like, you have to like pry it open apparently. I haven't tried, but anyway, yeah. Next up were these colorful acne patches. They stuck on very well and they were cute. They were kind of pricey for what they were, but they did stay on really well and were effective. I would consider purchasing these, but I want to try the Dollar Tree ones to see if those are good too. And then I used this sheet mask from Dr. Jart. This has hyaluronic acid. I thought I was gonna sting my face because usually that's what hyaluronic acid does, but it didn't. So that was really nice. The only thing is that this was, I feel like the face holes were just not spaced very well, especially like this area. But yeah, this had a lot of serum. I like used the rest of it on my legs and arms, so yeah. And the last skincare item was this Banana Boat sunscreen. We really like this, but I bought a different one. We currently still have a little bit of this, which this one fucking sucks. But I went with another one that's supposed to be more like a moisturizer and blah blah. So if it doesn't work out, I'll rebuy this. So next up, shower stuff. I finished the pink hibiscus shave oil. I really like the scent of this. My husband also used it to clean up his beard. So yeah, this is pretty nice. I actually bought the same scent again. We also finished this Dove body wash. This was pretty terrible. It smelled very bad. To me, yeah, my husband didn't like this either, but I used this while my husband was solely using this, and then I used this. We have the cucumber scent, and I feel like that one's a little bit better, like it's more subtle. This one, at first, it smelled good. It smelled kind of like a smoothie and just, you know, peachy, but then it just smelled too strong and chemically. So I don't think I'm gonna buy Dove body wash after this one. And then we finished this Pantene shampoo. My husband likes Pantene, so we go with this. I want to try Garnier and L'Oreal next, but we still have one more backup of this. I finished this Philosophy Candy Cane Baby Body Wash. I mainly used this at my sister's and on our weekend trip. It was pepperminty, tingly, and just really nice. It says it's supposed to be for shampoo as well, and I did use it as a shampoo. Yeah, mostly as a body wash. Shampoo, not the best. It was a little bit drying. I'm not gonna reuse this bottle because it's very hard to squeeze. I probably would not repurchase this because it's expensive. My friend got this for me. Then I finished this Aveeno shampoo on the weekend trip, but also just in general. I filled this one up with so many other shampoos, and I just like the silicone bottles better, so I'm not going to reuse this one either. By right here, it's just kind of hard to squeeze out. The only hair product I finished was this John Frieda spray. This was pretty bad too. It just didn't do anything, and it had a bad scent. The scent wasn't as strong, and it didn't linger, so it was okay to finish this. But yeah, it didn't do anything. It was actually very watery. It's a leave-in conditioner, so I expected a bit more. I'm currently using my husband's leave-in conditioner, and this is better. This is the Marc Anthony Grow Long blah blah blah. I still miss the Avon one. My birthday wish list, I had the Lush leave-in conditioner. I might see a friend. Anyway, I'm not going to see my friend until a while, and I don't want to get doubles, so I'm just going to continue using this because it's been okay. And then for chronic pain, I finished a bunch of stuff. So I finished this Icy Hot. It's been in my bag for a couple years. So like everything's rubbed off. I really like using this on my neck and shoulder blade. So yeah, I have a new one in my purse. I really like this one. I finished this diclofenac gel. It's supposed to be for your hands and for your elbows. It's meant to be for arthritis, but my doctor recommended this for me. And sometimes I felt like it did something, and then sometimes I felt like it didn't do something. I'm currently using a red pepper thing instead. I have mixed emotions about that because sometimes if I touch other things, then other things get pepper, you know? So I don't know. Maybe we'll repurchase, maybe won't, probably won't. I also finished this Kinesio physical therapy tape. The last bit I used actually for a DIY thing. I still have one more box of this. So yeah, I probably should wear it on my wrists. I haven't in a while. The last thing I finished was this Bath & Body Works oil. It originally wasn't mine, and it originally wasn't even in this container. I just moved it into here because the other container's cap broke. I guess I dropped it and I broke it, but anyway, I moved it into here, and I think this had some water in here, so it probably didn't work very well. Originally I was using this for chronic pain, but it would stain the bed sheets, so I stopped doing that. And yeah, so I tried mixing this in with lotion. It didn't quite work out because I just didn't like the residue. Like, it just felt gross to me. I use this as a hair mask. Meh. So the last of it, I used it as a sugar scrub, which I actually kind of liked it that way. But yeah, the sandalwood was much stronger than the jasmine, in my opinion. Would not repurchase. I guess I just don't like the texture of oil. I don't know. Maybe this is technically a cleaning supply, but anyway, we finished this hand soap. This is from Sam's Club. It comes with like 2 big containers. I always thought it was just a whatever soap, but I've used hotel hand soap and hand soaps in other places, and this actually is not as drying as other stuff. So I guess it is soft hands or whatever. And then I used up a pair of contacts. So next up is purchases and presents. I got a lot of stuff this month. So yeah, let's go. So the first batch was this. So basically, my bangs have been greasy even though I take a shower every day. And so I was trying different things, and I found that if you put salicylic acid on your scalp, it helps. And so I did that, and then I got flakies. I don't know if it was dandruff or just, you know, I over dried my scalp. So I bought these emergency things, and I bought this one so that I could get the 1-day delivery. So anyway, whenever I get dandruff or flakies or whatever, I buy these, and they're very effective. I basically use this as a scalp mask, and I don't know, it really helps. These are already halfway full, so yeah. I thought about just keeping this as emergency for when it happens again, but I think I'm just going to use them up, and if I need them again, I'll buy them again, and it's whatever. And then I got this Decluttered gel. I basically use this as a moisturizer for my face, and I'm running low on mine, so I went ahead and bought this. I've used this a couple of times already because I wanted to. And then I repurchased the Pinoxyl benzoyl peroxide cleanser. I had big ass pimples down on my chin pretty sure it was hormonal, but I feel like my skin was missing this, so I rebought it. I got this container. Originally this said foaming, so I thought if I put it into this container it would foam up. So it didn't quite work out for it, but now I use it as just travel stuff. So next up, I got these as presents for my birthday. I'm so fucking weird about fragrance. I'm not a huge fan of fragrance, but anyway, I got these two and actually quite really liked this. This is the Blush Cardigan body cream. I'm like probably down to here now. It's really nice actually, so yeah. This on the other hand, I like it, but I don't like it. I don't know, like I've tried it, but there's just, I don't know. So to me, okay, I guess I should read the notes or whatever. So the notes are, I can't see, sweet raspberries, sugar dipped violet, warm amber. So this one does smell to me like raspberries, and this smells more like sugar and like powder. I'm gonna give this one more month, and if I don't like it, I will give this to my mom. And then we went to the mall and my husband got me this fragrance mist, which is like, what the fuck, Jen? I thought you were weird about fragrance. I know, but this smells really good. It smells really good. When I was at the store, it smelled to me like strawberries, but now it does just smell like cake. Right now, it's too strong. Right now, it's very strong, actually. It smells like medicine now. So I pretty much just had this one perfume from Philosophy, and I only wear it here and there because I kind of forget about it. But anyway, this straight up smells like vanilla extract, but I like it. So I felt like it was kind of dumb to buy this too, but I don't know, I just really liked it, so I got it. Why does it still smell like medicine? I swear it smells like cake, but anyway, so I'll wait on that. Somebody gave me an Ulta gift card and I bought these things plus $10 of my money. And then I got dry shampoo for the birthday thing because, again, issues with my bangs. I'm using the powder, so I haven't opened those yet. And I got these three. So I mainly wanted to get this to see what the difference was between a pressed translucent and a powder in my skin tone. And I actually do like this more than that. I think it does more. I feel like in the video I was raving about this, but in different lighting you get different outcomes. Like this lighting just looks very good, but I don't know, the bathroom makes everything look bad. So yeah, but I still like it. And then as for the liner, I figured it out. I kind of forgot to not do this and to do this, so that's been working with this, so it's fine. My bad, I forgot. This is Maybelline, this is NYX, this is Maybelline. Anyway, so I got this because, again, the 6-month thing. This thing is flimsy, but there's no flakies. If I put too much, I get major crunchness and I can feel it. Kind of hurts right here. So anyway, but yeah, I definitely feel better about this than first impression video. Okay, so next up is birthday present. Oh, my friend. So most of these were on my birthday wish list, so I did count these in my skincare spreadsheet, one in, one out, whatever. So yeah, so now I have 2 benzoyl peroxide things, but I didn't think I was gonna see that friend for a while, so yeah, so that's why I bought the other one. It's okay, it's a repurchase item for me, so it's whatever. And then the other thing on my list was this Ilso kit. This for sebaceous filaments. Sometimes I feel like it's just removing the serum and not really the actual sebum, but anyway, it's the same as the Mary and May, and technically it's cheaper than the Mary and May mask. This is what the little papers look like. I think I'm just gonna use regular tissue after I finish these. But I don't know. Maybe I'll actually finish the bottle before these. And I also had on my wish list this Haru Haru Wonder oil cleanser. I can't tell. This might be breaking me out, so I need to figure that out. What I found out is that if it's big ass pimples, it's hormonal, and if it's like a little tiny guys, something's giving me issues. So it could be this, and it could be 2 other things. So, you know, yeah. And then this last thing was not on my wish list. She got me these face masks, which, like I said, I already finished one of them. And there's 4 more left in here. I have 6 more of the Dermal ones too. So like 10 masks is fine. I also got these free samples from a hotel. So I didn't pick the shampoo because it kind of looked used. The body wash is at my sister's, so I'm using that already. This lotion I had to use because, like I said, the hand wash soap was really fucking drying, and I didn't really take any moisturizer other than the Snell Mucin, and I didn't want to waste it. So anyway, next time I'll bring more body lotion. And I also picked up the hair conditioner, which I hadn't used that one. Then another friend gave me these. I only kept the hand sanitizer, and I gave away the perfume and the lotion to my mom because it just smelled too perfumey and even kind of cologne-y, kind of masculine. The last thing we got were these Olay body washes. They came in a pack of 2 at Sam's Club. Haven't opened these. Declutters, I am going to get rid of this hair wax. It's supposed to be for like baby hairs, but I just don't like it's not super greasy, but I don't like the residue, and it really doesn't do much. Like, it kind of goes away. It kind of comes back really quickly. I might actually use this as a sugar scrub situation. I don't know, but I'll probably just toss those. And then these I am going to give away. So these are chronic pain related stuff. So I think this is rosemary. Anyway, but anyway, this oil, my mom gave this to me for chronic pain. I actually spilled in my nightstand, so I'm just gonna give that back to her. And then this chronic pain spray doesn't really do anything for me, but I guess my mom did like this one. And then this Outlast deodorant, last time I didn't have a good time with this scent, so I'm gonna give this one away, probably to my mom or my sister. It's unopened, it has a sticker on it, so might as well just give it away now. Last thing is this lavender essential oil that I will bring over to my sister's RV. See, now it smells more like cake and less medicine-y. But anyway, let's pick out a deck of panning. I think this time around I might just do 3 items because I have a lot of new stuff. Maybe I could make like a palette theme. Oh, a lot of the prompts are blush or blah blah blah. Okay, let's just put them there. I ended up picking 5 after all. So 7 of diamonds is favorite category. I'm gonna pick these. I recently moved these 2 eyeshadows into here, so I want to do that. I was gonna do the pen, no pen left behind, but let's do something else. This is SPF. I'm already working on SPF, so that's gonna be kind of a gimme, but whatever. And let's see. So this is pick your own space, but I'm assuming I'm supposed to pick from the diamond row. Sorry, column. So I like the one that says that it already has pans, so let's pick maybe something from there. I recently reorganized my eyeshadow and I really like how it turned out. This is the brown one. That's probably my favorite one. Like aesthetically how it looks. This is the random one, but I actually ended up really liking how it looks with that. And this is my favorite. Oh, and this is my favorite category, but I didn't quite like exactly how this looked. Okay, let's do this one. This one has a pan, so that'll be cute. 6 diamond influenced. What is an eyeshadow that I was influenced? I guess this Pat McGrath one, which I actually do really like. I've been missing this. This is actually, it's gonna look very similar to a recent one, but whatevs. We're triple dipping with this one, okay? So we're doing No Left Behind. We're doing Pick Your Own Space, which is pan. Influence, Pat McGrath, Purple Eye. Oh, other favorite category was this one. I'm gonna swap this brown one instead for this one. Yeah, let's do that instead. Okay, so this is my project pan. So these were my empties. I forgot to include the face mask, and I also forgot to include this shampoo that we finished at my sister's. This was between 3 or 4 people in her little guest house RV thing. These were the items I purchased, and then these were the items that were presents to me. These are the declutters. Thank you for watching. Bye.